Well, let's go straight to Washington, D.C. now, and our senior U.S. correspondent, Mike Wagenheim. So, Mike, they haven't sat down together just yet, but we are getting a sense, aren't we, from some senior Trump officials about just how this meeting might go tonight.
The main goal, according to the administration here, is to get to that second stage of the ceasefire and hostage release deal and to present a unified message. Now, of course, that can be done a few different ways. It could be done the traditional Trump way, where he beats you over the head with what he wants until you give in. And that's essentially what Steve Witkoff, the Middle East envoy, did to Benjamin Netanyahu a few weeks ago to get him to finally agree to the first phase of the hostage and ceasefire release deal. But then you have, of course, that sword of Damocles hanging over that second phase and a full IDF withdrawal and a more permanent ceasefire that would go along with it that is politically perilous for Benjamin Netanyahu. His right flank of his coalition has said it's unacceptable. They'll depart the coalition and bring down the government if that's the result of entering the second phase of the ceasefire and hostage release deal. So now kind of a give and take is what Benjamin Netanyahu is hoping for here to weave their way through into the second phase. He's pushing more along the lines of continuing the first phase, just more hostages coming out, more Palestinian security prisoners being freed up. Once all the hostages are out, well, then you worry about things further down the line. Of course, Donald Trump wants that proverbial victory, that diplomatic victory, ending the war. He's very high on it. He wants to see an end to the conflict. And of course, that could mean that the IDF can't go back in, even if it means finally picking apart Hamas. So a lot of give and take here, and then you can't compartmentalize just the Gaza aspect of it. There are other angles as well. Saudi-Israeli normalization. There's the Iran issue as well, which Trump seems reluctant to enter into militarily. He wants to apply his maximum pressure campaign once again. So all of these things taken together, there'll be a lot of discussions. There's always deal-making and negotiating when it comes to these particular issues, especially from a Trump White House, and they're going to move forward here and try to present a unified picture of how to move forward here, though that's much tougher said than done in reality when you're dealing with so many moving parts so many times. And don't forget as well, the Israel-Hezbollah ceasefire brokered by the U.S. and the Trump administration expires in just 2 weeks as well.
Yep, the two leaders certainly have a lot to talk about, as do we. Mike, thank you very much indeed. Mike Wagenheim there over in Washington, D.C. Well, with me in the studio.